Welcome to Cycling Ireland's introduction to basic bike maintenance. We are going to show you just now how to adjust your saddle height to suit you. Every bike will have different setups. In this particular bike here, we have to use an Allen key for the adjustment. So you might need to check, see what size Allen key, if your bike has that. It's a different type seat clamp to the one Ray is going to show you. His has a quick release seat clamp on it, so no tools needed if your bike has a quick release seat clamp, but do have your Allen key ready if you need one.
So as Tina just mentioned, on this particular bike here, I can open the lever, quick release, and I can move the saddle up and down. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to check the correct saddle height for me on this particular bike. A reference for that is when I sit on the bike, you can see clearly my feet are flat on the ground and my knee has a lot of bend in it when my feet are flat on the ground. So straight away that tells me that my saddle is a bit too low. So what will happen there is when I start pedaling my bike, my knees are going to be coming up very, very high, which would be uncomfortable if I'm cycling around on this particular bike. So what I will do is, I'm off the bike, I've opened the quick release, I'm going to move the saddle up, and as a reference what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you what happens when the saddle is too high for me. So I get back on the bike, and now the opposite is happening. I'm finding it almost impossible to touch the ground with my feet, but very, very difficult. Again, that's very uncomfortable. When I stop, that's not going to be comfortable. So what I'm looking for from a saddle height point of view is in between the low position and this high position. And if I try to pedal with the saddle too high, what could happen is as the pedal goes around, goes to the bottom, my leg can be fully extended and then I can start to pivot on the saddle, which would be uncomfortable. So I'm off the bike again, open my quick release, drop the saddle down, close the quick release, back on the bike. Now you can see my foot position on the ground. Reasonably comfortable, my heels are slightly off the ground, but I can comfortably stay in this position. And that tells me when I'm pedaling the bike, my knees are not going to come up too high, I'm not going to pivot on the saddle as I'm cycling, and that's my saddle height set for this particular bike.
So just to recap, your seat clamp might be slightly different. Make sure before you start tinkering that you have the correct size Allen key. That may be the only tool that you need for this task. Best of luck.